Okay, my strategy here is to trade one micro, have a wide range of stop loss, and my maximum stop loss is $250. That's what I've been doing for a while. I need to clarify what I'm doing here. And so using tick charts and minute charts and all of it, looking at the day chart, discovering it's a bullish day, all the moving averages are bullish, everything's going up. And so why not get long? Okay, so if I have one micro and a $250 limit, wherever I get in, I have to understand that my stop loss is $250 below wherever I get in. This green line's where I get in. If I get in up here, let's take a look at it. If I get in up there where it's currently at, that means my stop loss is going to be right here, which I don't like it right here. I want my stop loss underneath these levels here, which means I can't get in this thing right now. I don't want to chase it until it pulls back. And if it pulls back to this area here, I'd love to see it pull back to these pivots, this little consolidation area. So if it pulls back to that area, I'll give it a try. And my stop loss is under those pivots. I want it underneath far enough to where if it sweeps it a little bit, I'm still safe. So it's going to have to pull back to this area right here before I can get in. And if it doesn't, then I just simply cannot get in this trade. So what I'll do is I'll put my order up there, get it ready, and just have it right there. I might even pull it down a little further, because go right here, and then that's what I'm going to do. This is the only trade I can see on the bull side for MNQ. We're trading the MNQ only on this channel, for at least for now. The micros for the NASDAQ, and that's what I'm going to do. If I can get in a trade like that, I'll take the trade. If I can't, then I'll just won't be trading today. Let's see what happens. Well, it hasn't come down, and it doesn't look like it's going to come down to that area, so I have to decide, do I want to take another trade strategy, which is a trend following strategy, where you just get in after a strong green candle forms after a pullback. First time I attempted it, it failed. What we have here is basically all the time charts that I use and tick charts are saying it's bullish. I check the 10,000 tick chart, bullish, the 15-minute chart, bullish, and then the 10,000 tick, 5,000 tick, and everything's bullish. So I wait for the entry of my 2,000 tick to take a dip down and start to close green and come up. And I got in right here because it looked like it was rolling up, that strong green candle right there. And I got long. It just came down right underneath that pivot and literally almost just barely ticked me out before going up strong, where I got right back in it because the behavior of this was really moving real nicely here. I should have got in lower, but I got in up here. And so I've entered in right here. My stop is all the way down here. If I lose this, I'm still within my $250 limit. What I'm doing, instead of taking one trade with one micro for a $250 move, I'm just taking one micro for smaller moves. The first one was about 80, the second one's about 90. And so if I lose both of them, it'll be 170, and I'm still within my maximum loss for the day. So hopefully it'll go up here, and we can get at least 1-to-1 on that, and we'll be green for the day. We'll see what happens. Strong candles form when all time charts are bullish. All time charts are looking bullish, and we have a dip down and then a reversal where it closes strong, kind of above the moving averages, like this one right here, right? And even the one I got in on, the ones I got in on, it just came down and suckered me. That's okay. That happens in trading, no problem. But I did get right back in it because that trade was only an $80 loss. And I said I still got enough room to try that again, and I did. So we'll see what happens on this second attempt. Okay, I decided to close that for a profit. We did get a 1-to-1 return on there. I actually waited this time for the complete 1-to-1 on there, and I'm very grateful that I did that. That's been a challenge for me lately, and we are still break even for the day, but $2 profit. I will see. I'll keep analyzing whether or not I should have held it. Most of the time when I'm in a winning trade, my weakness is just not staying in it long enough to get 2-3-to-1 return. So I'm still working on that weakness, but I am grateful that I got right back in the trade. I'm also grateful that I tried a trend following strategy rather than my other strategy, which is still trend following, but it's a much wider stop loss than the other trend following strategies. So yeah, I'm glad I tried a separate strategy, a different strategy, where I was able to get right back in after losing the first trade, get right back in the trade, and let's see if I find another opportunity. If not, that's the trading for today. Peace. Okay, I did take another trade, and I went to the gym, and it looks like price was doing really well. Look at the day chart again. Nice pintail. It came down a lot. It came down enough for me to take a chance on the 1 micro $250 limit trade and see where I could put my stop loss against the supporting structure. And the supporting structure that was available to me was this little area right here. See these pintails right here? And there it came all the way down to that. My stop loss is down here. $250 drop from the entry down to there is $250. So if it does sweep these a little bit, I'll be safe. If it keeps right on going and going and going and going, then I'm out. And of course I want to be out. And of course, every once in a while you're going to be wrong, and that's fine. And so I'm perfectly okay. I like that I got in. See, I got in an area that I like right here. I like that area. I had to get in because that's where it took off. That's the tips of those, and that whole area right there to me was a good little spot. And so I got in right over here, right there, and it's just going straight down. Okay, so to me, I said when I took the trade, what I did was I had it already measured out for my stop loss, and I said I can do that because these pintails right here are higher than my stop loss, and I'm going to use that hopefully for some kind of support. And I was very comfortable. You see, I don't enter a trade unless my stop loss is in a good area in relation to price structure. And in this case, right down here, you can see the stop loss and the pintails are right in this area here, and it came right down to it. And I got up here, which I thought was a good area. And I would get in that area up there many times. Every time I see that, I would get into it. I'm not saying that what I did to get into that trade was bad. I like that trade. I like this area right here for support. I really do. All right, the next area of support, is down here, and hopefully that's where it will bounce. Now, of course, it dropped a lot against me, and it's red, and I'm in the red, but as long as it doesn't keep going, then my stop will either be less than 250 or go to break even, or maybe it'll even go green. We got about an hour left of the day, a little less than an hour left of the day. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's wrap this up. I could have broke even if it goes up a little bit higher, but I don't want to take a chance. I mean, look, it's pressure. It's got a lot of pressure coming up on the 15-minute. It's bumping right into these downtrending, moving averages and whatnot. And I'm only down $30. It could have been a $250 hit. I'm down 30. Again, I could have held it. We got 25 minutes left of the day. And what if it comes back down here and I'm, losing over $100 because I just wanted to squeeze that last 30. It might have been a bad decision, but to me, the little bit of loss is better than a big loss, even if it would have kept going. If it had more time, if I had more time and not just a half an hour left of the day, if I had more time, I probably would have let it go. But right now, I count it a blessing. I mean, look at the strong move up here. And so when I was down $200, and now I'm only down 29. So I'm grateful for that. I got in this trade up here thinking this is where it's going to bounce. And it did all this business here and came pretty darn close to my stop loss. So here in just a very short period of time, it comes all the way back up where I'm only down 30. To me, I'm going to go ahead and take that. So that's the end of the day. We're down about $30 altogether. I'll see you in the next video.